I heard a word on a podcast the other day that I realized I hadn't heard in a long time. Ambition. Kind of made me stop. Not because I disagree with ambition, mostly because I wondered whatever happened to it. A long time ago, George Carlin joked that after growing up in Catholic school, he decided one of the unwritten commandments seemed to be, "Thou shalt not wanna." It's kind of funny because there's some truth to it. Somewhere along the way, wanting something became suspect. Wanting to build something, wanting to improve, wanting to make a difference, wanting to become better. Sometimes those ambitions are treated as though they're signs of greed or ego rather than signs of growth. But I've been thinking, maybe we've confused contentment and complacency. They're not the same thing. I'm grateful for the life I've had and have. I've been married to a wonderful woman for almost 2 decades, anniversary coming up soon. I've run for 60 years. I've taught thousands of real estate professionals in places that I never imagined I'd visit. I've had opportunities that have exceeded anything I expected when I started teaching or when I was a boy. So why would the word ambition still catch my attention? Because I don't think ambition is about wanting more. I think it's about wanting to become better, and those are two very different things. I don't need a bigger house. I don't need a nicer car. I don't need another title. But I still find myself asking questions like, how can I make this class better? How can I explain this idea a little more, clearly? Can I leave people thinking instead of just taking notes? That's ambition too. Not ambition driven by ego, ambition driven by purpose. In fact, as I've thought about it this week, I don't believe ambition disappears as we get older. I think it changes. When we were young, ambition often asked the question, well, how can I prove myself? Later in life, it begins asking a different question. How can I leave something worthwhile behind? Well, frankly, I like that version better. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody anymore, but I'm still trying to improve something. And maybe that's why I still spend 30 minutes trying to improve one slide, or rewriting one sentence, or looking for a better question instead of a better answer. Not because I have to, but because I still wanna. And maybe that's the point. We spend a lot of time telling people to be satisfied, and there's some wisdom in that. Gratitude matters a bunch. But gratitude doesn't require giving up the desire to grow. You can still appreciate where we are, and at the same time be excited about where you want to be going. So let me leave you with one question. Not what do you want to have in your life, but a simpler question. What do you still want to become? And hopefully you'll understand that these are different questions. One's about possessions, the other's about purpose. And I don't care whether you're 25 or 75. I hope your answer is still, yeah, I wanna.